You can manifest. What do you need to know? Let's find out. Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Granny B. In today's Pick a Card Tarot reading, I'm asking a simple question. What do you need to know in order to set yourself up for manifesting success with the law of attraction? Simple, open-ended questions like this often pull up unusual answers that we weren't expecting. I think tarot works best when we let go of the outcome, leave the burning questions that we want the right answers to aside, and just ask, what do we need to know? Enough waffle, I could go on about that for hours. Any extra information you may need is down in the description box below. I've pulled 3 piles of cards here, and I'm going to pull a crystal card for each pile, as always, from Crystals the Stone deck. As usual, I'll give you the name of the crystal here, and I'll read you the interpretation when we get into the readings. So, here we go. Can I have a crystal card for group 1 is Celestite. Crystal card group 2. Crystal card for group 2 is Bloodstone. Card for group 3 is Azurite. Take a nice deep cleansing breath and pick with me from Celestite, Bloodstone, Azurite. And then go down to the description box or the pinned comment and click on the timestamp there. That'll take you directly to the start of that reading. Group 1, hello, welcome to your reading. Remember that this is a general reading, so with you. Crystal card is Celestite. What it is, blue-grey celestite is a delicate sulfate mineral with airy, buoyant, blue cotton candy vibes. It gets its name from the Latin word for heaven, and if you close your eyes and ask nicely, maybe it will take you there. Who needs it? Anyone brazenly ignoring the consistent inner voice that actually has some good ideas for how you might better handle this whole life thing. Where to put it? As a calming adornment whenever you meditate or pray. When to use it? When it's time to stop and really listen. With Celestite as a guide, you might be surprised what you hear. And the mantra is, tune in to your serenity. All the way through this reading, I simply asked, what does this group need to know about manifesting right now? Start with the tea leaf. Ant, work, achievement, success. Remember that I always say that the only dig in deep effort worth making is the effort to be happy. Yeah, and I just heard that's beside the point. So there is a task, or are tasks, that have to be done. You're being encouraged to take action, although I'm not told what action just yet. The actions you are taking will lead to success. I know this is an outcome card, but I'm being told to read it as a process. You put in work to gain achievement and get to the success. Ooh, wow, you really are being told. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. Yeah, you have to do something and then double down and do more of it. Keep on keeping on there. Bell, announcement. News coming. Saved by the bell, or the news that's on its way will signal the end of that effort, that you've done what you needed to do, and that news won't arrive until you've done what you needed to do. Crown, honor and respect will come to you. Yeah, the news coming is good, as long as you've done all that you needed to do. Keep going right now, then the reward will appear. It feels like a 6 of Wands moment. success and a handshake. Cobweb, protected from negative forces beyond your control. You don't need to worry. You're safe. You're protective. Just keep on going because you're nearly there. Don't let fears of outside influences hold you back. That's just slowing you down. And I get the distinct impression that you just want this to be done. It will be. Just get your head down and get on with it. Osho Zen cards. The burden. Let go of the ideals and expectations that have been imposed on you by others. This task that you're doing is good and necessary, and you can do it. You will do it. But carrying the weight of how other people expect you to perform that task is just hindering you. Look at what you're doing, how you're feeling. See how you can change the energy that you're doing it in. Self-improvement isn't trying to make yourself better. It's understanding that you're already perfect just as you are. Compassion is perfect love without judgment. Here we're being asked to let go of self-judgment as well as the judgment of others. Don't strive to find the truth because the truth is always there. Success. Here's the Six of Wands moment I was talking about. If you can get your head around the burden, this is where you land. The task is finished here and you've learned from it and you're ready to go on to new things. This energy feels so much lighter. Not only have they got rid of the tyrant on their back, they've got themselves a tiger to ride on. It's so much easier. It may even be the same task that's being done, but the energy of it feels so much easier, so much simpler. The dream. The underlying fear here is that of being alone, separate. In one sense we are. Ever since we were born we were separated from our mothers in a fundamental way that we can't get back. On another level though, we are all one. If we can get to the point where we know it, where we feel it, where we can get past this fear of separation, then it's so easy to bask in that love that makes us feel complete. Everything we intend for using the law of attraction, we think that by manifesting it in we'll feel better, we'll be able to fill that gap and be happy. The opposite is what's true though. When we feel happy, grateful, in love with life, when that feeling of aloneness has been healed, then all of our intentions avalanche in. Feeling as if all we intend for were already done, because that's true, they are. We just have to get into that allowing mode and flow them in. Participation, nice, thank you for confirmation. This is the opposite energy of that separation energy that we saw in the dreamer. Here, all the individuals are creating a cohesive whole, and that whole is greater than the sum of its parts, more than. Creating the firm foundations that we usually feel from the Four of Wands. The key here is to take the time to smell the roses, to get into the higher energies, to get your head out of the grind for long enough, to raise your vibration so that you can enjoy what you have to take care of. Become a participant instead of watching yourself going through the motions. Pull with the team instead of pulling when the others are pausing and pausing when they're pulling. That makes the task easier and happier because no one's working against you here. You just have to pull with the team. Okay, wow, that was an odd interpretation there, but it seems to make sense. I hope. Angel Tarot, 10 of Air. The end of a difficult situation. Embrace the change and expect things to get better now. Recovering from an addiction. Yes, this task, this work, achievement, success that I feel is a process in the Ant card, it's nearly done. You're nearly there. The cycle is closing out and it's all going to be better now. mainly because you've got your head around the difference between wishing for something and intending for it. Wishing is done in separation energy, the dreamer. Intending is done in completion energy, feeling as if, gratitude as if, and not doing that on the surface, really feeling it, rewiring your brain and your heart to beat out the signals of gratitude and love. That's the allowing mode. That's how you let it all in. Four of air. Time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. Pause for meditation, rest, recovery. Take some time out. There's more than this standard meaning here, though. Again, we're being told that this cycle is closing out, but that a mindset shift, a gentle one, it isn't major arcana, is necessary. You need some time alone. While not wishing you were with people or a someone, you need to let that go. For the standard 17 seconds, sit and just be. Yes. Take a pause from doing meditation techniques that are designed to achieve something and do a few days of just sitting in the moment and being still. Sit in the heart center for a while. Just be. Don't intend to flow anything. Just quiet the mind and let everything go. 17 seconds at a time until you can get to 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Page of air. Challenging information, delays or changes to plans, truth delivered without tact. This harks back to one of the readings I did recently, the timeless one on Mercury retrograde. A little blunt speaking that might be hard to hear but is necessary information. It's constructive criticism. Take it in the spirit in which it's intended. These are not words that are intended to hurt. This could be a contract or an agreement too, something that needs to be signed. Challenges. No, not challenges. The last hurdle to get over before that cycle closes out. Five of fire. Competing goals, bothersome details, conflict with others. Yep, the bugs are bugging you. It feels as if everything that's happened is designed to knock you off your high vibe. But you can turn all of that into step 4 moments, which is when you're having a step 1 moment and it doesn't matter. You can't change what's happening, but you can change how you react to it. Don't try to change yourself by changing how you behave. We've been given the key to that. Change the wiring in your brain and heart to change the chemistry, to change everything. The key to that is meditation. That's just being. And you can't change other people either. It simply doesn't work. They are mirroring back your energy to you. Change your energy and you'll get different energy mirrored back. Hierophant. The spiritual practice that's being suggested here should be structured, consistent, gratitude-based. And that's not trying to achieve gratitude. That's having that feeling appear in meditation without being induced or forced. Commit to a daily spiritual practice like this and it will change things for you. Drop the outcome though. Just do the practice because it feels good to meditate. Again, there's a hint of an agreement like I was seeing there. Vows being exchanged, something being signed. Ace of water, open your heart to love. Okay, so I missed that when I was talking about gratitude. We're also talking about unconditional love. See, when that hits in meditation and you feel that good, it also triggers the gratitude. It brings back the optimism, the creativity, the flow, and it all opens all the abundance floodgates. I think this is the key to the whole reading so far. If you can get into that feeling of unconditional love that this card evokes, then you manifest it all in. It won't all come at once. As Abraham Hicks says, you wouldn't want to eat all the food that you were going to eat for the rest of your life in a single day. It all comes incrementally. Getting hope back. Shining that hope out for others to follow. And I think that's a part of it. Being the beacon because you've been there and done that and come through it. Six of fire, victory again. Stepping into the limelight. being an enlightened influencer. I quote from the guidebook there, but that was a direct message for someone here. Being an enlightened influencer. This is what I was saying with the ace just then, being the beacon. This is important as it's come through twice now. You can know that the shadows are there without them influencing you at all, because you see people at their best and you help them to find that in themselves. Trust that you are contributing to the highest good of everyone when you work for your own highest good in your integrity. 5 of fire the second time. But this card is the most positive aspects of that energy. This is creative brainstorming, working with people, honoring the differences between us and working with individual strengths and applying other people's strengths wherever there may be a weakness. Strength in diversity. Definitely thinking outside the box to the point at which other people might look sideways at you for the cray, but it isn't. You're grounded. It's just thinking that's ahead of its time. Energy Oracle card. Magician in the mirror. Yeah, you are the magician. Spoiler, we all are. By using your natural abilities, changing the energies that you're putting out, by changing the feelings that you're experiencing, you can change the energies that the mirror, the Maya, reflects back. Your heart beats out a huge electromagnetic field that has been measured 5 feet from the body. Get into the right feeling state, and that field beats out that love and gratitude to your surroundings. That's true, real, it can be measured. This is how you transform challenges. I'm not telling you to put your head in the sand and ignore them, shut yourself away and become a hermit. Trust me, that's no fun. No, what I'm saying is that you need to complete that task that we were talking about, but that you need to come at it from this higher vibration, this task. It is that simple. In that higher vibration, this action, this work, achievement, success, that becomes inspired action and creates the achievement that brings the success. And that's there for you as soon as you allow it in. Angels of Abundance card. Take a divinely guided chance. All positive change and successful ventures involve a degree of risk, and you are ready to follow your divine guidance to new territories. As you leave behind that which is comfortable and familiar but no longer appropriate for you, you make room for new and more meaningful opportunities. That's beautiful. I love that. Honestly, with that, I think enough said. Everyday Witch Oracle. Give love. That's almost worthy of a facepalm. Thank you, Spirit. I'm laughing and grateful on the inside. Way to state the obvious there, guys. I know why this is here, though. I am seeing myself sitting on my sofa, looking out of my front window, watching for people going by on the road. Every single person, dog, cat, bird, bee, butterfly, I send them a burst of love. If I don't see anyone, I mentally send it to each of my neighbours. I do send love to my loved ones and my friends, and you watching this when I meditate too. But this is in addition to that. These people are strangers to me, and I'm deliberately wishing good things for them. I'm sending them blasts of health, wealth, and abundance. I'm sending them luck. I'm sending them a mental hug. Why? Because it feels good. I get a warm, fuzzy feeling, and no one notices but me. Practice random ninja unconditional love. It costs nothing but your time and your smile. Group 1, if you like the reading, please give it a thumbs up, which is the best thank you you could possibly give me, so thank you. While you're here, you could subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so that you're amongst the first to know whenever I upload a new pick a card reading like this one. I'm moving on to Group 2 now, so bye. Sending all my healing love and blessings to you and your loved ones. Group 2, hello, welcome to your reading. Remember that this is a general reading, so take what resonates with you and just leave the rest. Card is Bloodstone. What it is, Bloodstone is an earthy green chalcedony spotted with seriously activating red jasper. In the Middle Ages, some believe that the red splotches on the stone surface was the blood of Christ. Who needs it? They're constantly overworked and completely drained by the soul-sucking machinations of modern life. Capricorns. Where to put it? Wherever you do the important work, spiritual, physical, and psychological. When to use it? When you're totally bled dry and it's time to get into your body and start feeling your damn self. Sleep, get some exercise, take nourishment, and call on Bloodstone to drag your ass out of the house to face the day, chin up, head high. And the mantra is power up your vitals. All the way through this reading, I simply asked, what does this group need to know about manifesting right now? Tankard. This feels like the Ace of Cups and the Three of Cups. Celebration, fun, enjoyment. Yeah, that's been a common thread in my readings for the last couple of months, but I think this is specific to you. The action to be taken here is to pick up the tankard, clink it with another in a toast, and join in the fun. Fun is there for you. You just have to join in. Butterfly. Lovely. A change for the better. Things are on the up. I described a winter recently as a chrysalis winter. You've had a chrysalis spring and now you get a butterfly summer, or whatever season you're coming into, because the reading's timeless. Things are getting better, but remember that you have to see it and appreciate it to understand that. The bridge of incidents is unfolding for you. Change is good. Let go of outcome. Lily. Spiritual love. Interesting. This is perfect unconditional love, the kind of love that I keep banging on about. It's there. All we need to do is tap in, which is very similar to that tankard message. Not much more we can say about that, really. If you've followed me and you've listened to some of my readings before, you know I think that it's fundamental. This agape love, we all need it. We all need to feel it and flow it. Haystack. Sorry, I'm hesitating because this feels big. Karma, you will reap what you have sown. As I turned it, I heard karmic debt repaid, which is the reason for the hesitation. The feel of all of this is that you've sown good karma because you have good things coming back to you. Sitting basking in that lily card spiritual love would tend to cause that. Bowl, plenty of material things. The warning here is not to put too much value in material things, that you'll get them and enjoy them, but they aren't truly important. I feel that you know that, but I had to say it. There is plenty coming in for you here. This feels like you finding the sweet spot of allowing through that spiritual love. Osho Zen. Healing. This is a part of what that agape love's doing for you. Deep healing, and it can be of anything that needs to be healed. The Master says that it is love that is healing in this card. No longer hiding your true self from yourself or from others. The end of being in the energy of carrying a wound. I like what it is suggested to try here, a variation on a theme of releasing judgment. Practice total acceptance for 24 hours. Whatever happens, just accept it. No reaction from insults to compliments. Sometimes the compliments touch our wounds more deeply than insults do. We're all going about cradling our wounds so that no one else can touch the sore spot. But no one is actually out to thump you in yours deliberately, however true that feels. possibilities. This is what opens up when you're in these expansive energies. Instead of being on the ground, you can float above all of the small irritations and see the bigger picture. Possibilities and opportunities are always there. We just can't see them when we're preoccupied with being guarded. We make soap operas out of the little things in our lives, and I'm just as guilty of that as everyone else. I know I'm doing it when all my readings turn out the same, or with huge ups and downs in the cards that turn out to be little things in real life. The ability to look at things objectively without past hurts bringing up emotions. Do you know what? Amazonite resonates here. Nothingness. This is the point of potential. It does not contain nothing. It contains the potential of everything. This is the pause before the Big Bang that created the universe. The state you get to in deepest meditation, where you can let go of everything and just be in that moment, in the gap between moments, in the pause. Don't have a goal in meditation. Relax in and feel in and just be in that moment. Courage. I have little fleabane daisies growing in cracks in concrete up my front doorsteps, and they are flowering their hearts out right now. They remind me of this card. This reading is a transformation, and it is something that you can choose for yourself, which will take courage. So far, what I can see here is that your key to manifesting is to heal those old wounds, break out of the safety of your barriers, drop the resentments and the frustration and the anger that we all carry from what's happened in our past. Not easy to hear, and very definitely not easy to do. It does take courage. And as always, it is your choice. Angel Four of Water, underlining the possibilities there. Missing an opportunity, discontentment or boredom. Open your eyes to the possibilities. Open your eyes to opportunities. Again, it's frustrations, discontentment that means that you don't see them. They are always there. Look at all the positive energies that are working with you here. Don't focus on what you lack. Focus on what you have. Count your blessings and get annoyingly positive about them. Things are better than they were. You're making progress. Pause to acknowledge that and celebrate how far you've come, instead of sitting, sulling, looking at how far you have to go. Yeah, I need to get up and get on with it as well. There's action to be taken here. Five of Water. Things not turning out the way you'd hoped. Not seeing the positive in a situation. Crying over spilt milk. Things didn't turn out the way you wanted. The way you expected. Being attached to how you wanted your outcome to look. There are infinite ways that the things that you intend can manifest in for you. Don't limit the universe. Don't just ask for the money. Intend for the things that you would do with the money. What would you want to do with the money? Feel secure, have firm foundations under you, help more people? Again, count your blessings. Start celebrating the smallest of achievements. Add little things that you have no attachment into your manifesting method. Finding a penny, a feather, seeing a particular bird or butterfly. That'll build your belief muscles. Six of Water. Memories from your history or childhood. Issues regarding children. Remembering the past. Again, this is things from your past coming back up to be healed. I'm doing this reading during a Mercury retrograde, and it has that energy to it. It's a timeless reading though. The new information here is that the childlike innocence is a state of mind that will help here, and that's adding to that 24 hours experiment I talked about up there. The other message I'm getting is that you have a deep connection with new people who you'll meet in the next little while. that these are new connections as you're moving into a new cycle. We definitely have progress here. 4, 5, 6. You're making headway. Queen of Air. Objective decision making, clearing away all that no longer serves you, seeing the humor in a situation. Clarity, too. Clearing away mental clutter. It's the same message in a different form from the Osho Zen cards. Oh, and you also have what Vladimir Zeland said about having a sense of humor. If it all gets completely impossible, then switch to the comedy life track. Add a canned laughter track in your head, or laugh out loud to yourself when everything is just so incredibly, impossibly idiotic. I've had days this worked for me. I started with stubbing my toe, dropping things, breaking things. Laughing at it all is such a release of frustration. It sounds ridiculous, but it works. Good tarot. 10 of Earth. Well, that's more material than the bowl promised you. You are flowing in the stability, the security, the wealth, the legacy that's truly yours. The ability to look back and see all that you've built, all that you've achieved objectively, and know that you've got that solid base, and that really when you look at all that's happened to you, there's been a lot of luck on your side that you know is still there. All of it flowed out of inspired action, taking in positive energy, and you know how to do that. You also have the wisdom inherent in this card. It's there. You are all of this. 9 of Air. Shifting the negative inner voice to a positive one. Yeah, and that does flow out of the healing of old wounds. This is a call to faith. I don't mean faith in a higher power or forces outside you. You aren't asking an all-powerful being for all that you intend for. You don't have to plead and beg and promise huge sacrifices. This is simple faith in yourself and your higher self. You are a spiritual being having a human experience and doing the best that you can, and you can do this. It's shifting from fear to love. 5 of Earth. Alternative forms of abundance. Lack is an illusion. Treasures hidden in plain sight that you've overlooked. Changing your perception is what's going to shift you from lack to abundance. And it could even be shifting your manifesting focus. Abraham Hicks talks about having 5 big things that you're intending to manifest, and having your focus set on one particular thing that you've put too much baggage and attachment around. If you take your focus off that thing and put it onto things that you can flow easily, like pennies, feathers, blue glass, butterflies, birds, then everything else will click into place. More opportunities for experiencing abundance exist than you could possibly imagine. 8 of Air. Clarity again. Seeing things as they really are, being objective. The universe is not out to get you. You know this. If you think it is, then that's fear talking, not love. Shedding illusions willingly and being clear on facts, not being over pessimistic, but not just sitting in meditation trying to manifest miracles to get yourself where you intend to be either. Knowing what you need to do because you've faced all of it and trusting that you can do it. Faith in yourself, remember? Energy Oracle. Thinking man. The potential for a teacher or mentor. Divine masculine energy. Thoughtful, reflective. Someone who can help you on your spiritual path. A new manifesting technique, something to learn. Of course, it could be you flowing this energy out. Whichever way round it is, the cards are saying that this is important. The word life-changing is thrown around too often, but it's there in the guide for this card. It could also be someone professional, offering advice and guidance that is more practical assistance. Angels of Abundance card. Abundance mindset. If you think of your abundance as something that happens in the future, then it'll always be one day away from you. see, feel, think, and speak of abundance as something you already have in the present moment, and that is what you experience. And this is going back to the 5 of Earth there too, alternative forms of abundance. Is there any area of your life that you're experiencing abundance in? And can you tap into that and drop everything else into that nothingness gap? Everyday Witch Oracle card. Healing waters. Tuning in to the love and the gratitude and the healing, bathing in that lily card spiritual love. Practically, this could indicate doing water manifesting, 2-cup method, labeling your water bottle, practical intentions programmed into water with love. Even walking in the rain or going and spending time near a pond, a river, a lake. Making a pond in your garden. I have one I made full of irises and water lilies, and it brings me a great deal of joy. Group 2, that was a little overwhelming, but very positive. Thank you for sharing that with me. If you like the reading, please give it a thumbs up so that YouTube knows you like it and shares it with more people. Comment down below with anything that resonated for you, and while you're here, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so that you get a message whenever I upload a new pick a card reading like this one. I'm moving on to Group 3 now. Until next time, Group 2, love and healing blessings to you and your loved ones. Bye now. Group 3, hello, welcome to your reading. Remember that this is a general reading, so take what resonates for you and just let the rest be. Card is Azurite. What it is: meditative and dreamy. Azurite is a soft, powdery to prismatic, rich blue copper infused mineral. Who needs it? The materialistic, vain, and always craving. That's not a judgment, that's almost all of us. Leos especially. Where to put it? Alongside the spiritual shovel you're using to dig your way out of that prison of worry, indecision, and a desire you've constructed around yourself. When to use it: when material pleasures aren't giving you the buzz they used to, when it's time to take a break from snapping selfies and chasing shiny things. You can shake off shallowness, start with your breath, and then dive in to the deep end with Azurite. And the mantra is: explore your hidden depths. All through the reading, I just asked, what does this group need to know about manifesting with the law of attraction right now? Fun, romance, celebration, party. Again, with a celebration message that's persistent in the collective energy. A reason to celebrate in the near future. This could also be an indication that there's romance in the air for you. Fair woman. Huh. I heard impartial, although I know this refers to hair colour. Dealings or relationship with a woman with blonde, grey or white hair. This card can't tell me if they're friend or foe, but I feel Queen of Swords energy here, air sign, feminine energy, offering impartial advice. Flag. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. Stay in your integrity. Lowering your standard. That saying is about a flag. It was the pennant flag at the tip of the mast that represented the ship's name. Lowering your standard was a way to signal surrender. And I feel that this is what you do if you didn't stay the course and intend to manifest your ultimate dreams. Valley. Deep personal strength and peace that assures success. Yeah, stay steady. You have the strength, and I feel that what you need to add is that peace, that serenity. Slow down and take a moment to reflect, turn inward, nourish your spirit, and renew your energy. Bag. Something important, such as a new job or a raise. This is one of your intentions. Yeah, advancement in career or money coming in. This is all about rewards for what you've already achieved, that the work that you've done is paying off. Osho Zen card. Comparison. Don't compare yourself with others to find out who you are. That's not the best way. And anyway, we can never truly know who another person is. Are you comparing yourself with the fair woman up there? Don't. All you can do is be your best self. Fulfill your entire potential. There's always going to be someone else who seems happier, more successful, richer, more at ease. And there'll always be people who seem to be the opposite of that. I'm reminded of Trump. Release judgment on that name. Trump and the homeless person. He'd lost a lot of money, passed a homeless person, and suddenly realized that the homeless person was at least $1 billion better off than he was at that moment. Keep your mind on your business. Let other people be who they be, and let the universe do what it does. Going with the flow. I love that card. It ties in beautifully with comparison there. I know I bang on about flow all the time, but there's a deeper meaning here. Becoming the flow, not remaining stagnant. This is about trusting, relaxing, allowing, not trying to force a direction, not even having any thought that any direction is better or worse than another, not trying to be first or on top. Water naturally flows into the lowest level. This is the receptive mode. Total allowing, letting go of ambition, striving, effort, just going with the flow. No uphill effort, and not even a downhill slide. The master. The master is master of themselves. The ultimate releasing of outcome, of the desire to change anything. The master knows that everything is exactly as it should be right now. Masters don't teach with words because words don't teach. The way a master affects the world is in the energy that they evoke, in synchronicity. Everyone has the potential to become a master, to shine a light so that the caterpillars can become butterflies. The master has no desire to lead. They just want to share their energy, spread the light. Slowing down. There is no rush. The feeling of needing, the edge of desperation. When will it happen? How will it happen? That's holding you apart from your intentions. That's what's meant by ambition in the going with the flow card. Let go of expectations. Take responsibility for yourself, your illusions and delusions. Letting them go, create space for this new stillness, acceptance of what is here and now, which is the beginning of allowing. You are where you are, as Abraham Hicks tells us. You are where you are, and that's okay. Come to rest, and you'll realize you're already home. The essence is at ease. Angel. Ego. Oh, this is the energy that you're coming out of. The illusion of being trapped. A false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, negative or fear-based thoughts. Yeah. The illusion of being trapped, probably because you're focusing in manifesting material things and you're holding yourself in lack. Something is triggering this change in focus here, because all of these cards are telling me that you're at the point of dropping this, that it's gone just like that, because the allowing mode is there, full on. Better than I manage it generally. The Magician, thank you for confirmation. you are ready, you have the resources and the ability to manifest them. Life is magical. If you have any doubts that all of that up there, the relaxing, the going with the flow, the letting go, the allowing, will manifest your intentions in, then this card is here to tell you that you can let that fear go. You don't need to try any other techniques, read any more books, listen to any more teachers. Keeping on learning how to do this was only going to hold you back. Now you have the key. Just relax. Let it all go. Go with the flow. The world, and here's the outcome. A job well done, joy, contentment, and gratitude, the path towards enlightenment. This is the outcome that you've let go and allowed. Skipping from the second major arcana card to the last one. It's not that you've missed the lessons here, but see, you've just done all that in one step. The momentum is huge when you're in this allowing mode. There's gratitude here too, and you're not going to dip back down to where you were again. Four of Earth, here's the inspired action. Being too frivolous or too cautious with money. Good business decisions, giving to those less fortunate. Have balance in money matters. Don't be reckless, don't be overcautious. Make good business decisions. And here I say, take professional advice. Change is inevitable. Letting go of what you want holding on to tends to do that. It makes things change. Here it's bringing in new, unexpected resources and sources of abundance. And I love how the fairy is giving the side eye here. Don't distrust the resources that are opening up for you. Stay in that relaxed, go with the flow attitude. Good tarot. Four of Earth. Again. You don't need to understand why anything has happened in your past. Figuring out why isn't going to change it. You have a solid foundation under you in the here and now present moment. You are exactly where you are meant to be right now, which is a positive, more positive version of you are where you are, and that's okay. But even there's a tendency to leap, to try and judge where you are as good. It's neutral, neither good or bad. It just is, and that's okay. And you always have abundance available to you. Seven of Air. Now is the time to live life on your terms. Thinking outside the box, living for your highest good in your integrity. Breaking out of groupthink. Daring to be the one who points out that the Emperor has no clothes. But still there is diplomacy here. You can nod along, allow opinions to exist and move on. You know that words don't teach because words didn't teach you. All you can do is be yourself to the best of your ability, wholly, completely. Empress, giving birth to new ideas and experiences, stepping into another version of you. Life being rich and ripe with possibilities, just waiting to be noticed and acknowledged and flowed into. Being aware of infinite possibilities that you can allow in this fertile, creative energy. Chariot, here's the success and the momentum. Having learned to see that all aspects of your life are necessary for your growth, you've taken the step into the success. The ability to live freely, again in integrity for your highest good, which is automatically for the highest good of everyone. And there's skill here too that has matured. Part of the success is having your skills and abilities acknowledged and even celebrated. Going back to the fun. Energy Oracle. Envy, oh that's interesting. That goes back to that little bit of lack I was feeling up there. Envy is the feeling that you want something that someone else has and you would like them not to have that thing, that person, that situation. This is a huge chunk of fear energy to drop. And no doubt about it, you have the ability to drop this. Again, this talks about being where you are and knowing that it's all good in this moment. letting go of having material gains as the only goal, slipping into appreciation, gratitude, in this slow down and go with the flow energy. The more jealousy you feel, the more that you will manifest that makes you feel jealous. You're only boosting the lack of what you're intending for. Shift your focus. Angels of Abundance card. Release jealousy. Oh, wow. Does this feel like being called out? Ouch. Jealousy is an affirmation that you don't have something and that the universe manifests exactly as you affirm. Let other people's successes inspire rather than frustrate you. If they can have it, so can you. Yeah, it's a similar message. Jealousy only sustains the lack of something. You can't get to the intended outcome from there. You can have what you intend for without taking anything from anyone. Go with the flow. Everyday Witch Oracle card. Affirmation for healing the heart. You can either be in fear or in love. The underlying energy in envy is fear of never having something yourself. We only feel the need to grab or take when we're in fear. In love, there is no need to fear that we can't have what they have. We know absolutely that we can have whatever we need. It doesn't matter why you have that fear, where it came from. You can release it and heal it and switch from fear of lack to love and gratitude for abundance. That's the key to manifestation for you right now. And with all these powerful cards in the rest of this reading, it's genuinely the last little piece of the puzzle that has to fall into place. Heal that fear and don't fall into feeling that you are somehow wrong to be feeling that energy of envy. You are where you are and it's okay. You have to face that delusion, comparing yourself with someone else. You are you, uniquely you. You don't need what they have. You need what's perfect for you. Group 3, wow. If you like the reading, please give it a thumbs up. It's the best help you can give me because it makes YouTube recommend my videos to more people. While you're here, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so that you get a message whenever I upload a new pick a card reading like this one. That's it from me for this timeless reading. Until next time, I'm sending all my love and healing blessings to you and your loved ones. Bye now.